He was working for CIA.
Run.
The only fight you won was the one Afghan fought against Russia.
Shocking.
I voted for President Trump.
I became really into politics after 9/11. Either that means like me too, or like he's like, yeah, I was there. You know? But 9/11 is really what pulled me into politics, and I know that wasn't their intention. But I was a teenager when 9/11 happened. I was terrified. Like watching the whole thing was scary. I didn't even want to go outside. And so when I chose my career, I decided to do something where I could work from home. Isn't that ironic? 9/11 gave me an inside job. I became so hyper aware of politics that when the United States invaded Afghanistan, I was so paranoid about what was going to happen and I wanted it to stop that I started literally counting the days that we were in Afghanistan on my wall in my room. I would literally mark on the wall every single day that we were occupying Afghanistan. So you can imagine, after a few years, my wall was quite filled. I had to start making the tally smaller and smaller and smaller. And now, fast forward, 20 years later, I'm still living in my mom's house. And this whole time she'd been asking me, she's like, Sam, you gotta stop making those marks on your wall. You're ruining my wall. I was like, Mom, we gotta get out of Afghanistan. We gotta get out. And so flash forward 20 years later, it's 2021. I'm still living in my mom's house and my wall is just full. And one day she just busts into my room and she's like, all right, enough's enough. You're gonna stop making marks on the wall. And I was like, well, it actually works out because Biden just pulled out of Afghanistan, which happened in August 2021. Biden pulled out of Afghanistan, not gracefully, might I add. It was his worst pullout fail since Hunter. And it was so ironic, the timing. That was the day my mom was like, enough is enough. You're not counting on the wall anymore. The same day that Afghanistan became reoccupied, not by us this time, that my mom said, no more marking on the wall. It was the Taliban. That joke was 25 years in the making. I went through 2 Sharpies for that joke. There was a shooting last week. I know you're like, which one? It's America. There was a shooting in DC last week. 2 National Guard members were shot. I'm not gonna make jokes about them. That would be crazy. I'm simply gonna make jokes about literally everyone else. That's how you do comedy correctly. And so 2 National Guard members were shot in DC. And I don't know how much you know about the situation, but the National Guard shooter had ties to the CIA. Shocking! What a surprise. Every time somebody has ties, does everybody know the CIA except me? Osama bin Laden had ties to the CIA. Tyler Robinson had ties to the CIA. The CIA has ties to the CIA. Like, what happened to keeping the intelligence central? The shooter worked directly with the CIA. That should be the headline of every media coverage of this, but yet it's not because the media has ties to the CIA. So the suspect, and I'm not gonna say his name because I can't pronounce it, came here to the United States under a program called Operation Allies Welcome, which sounds like a cafe in Portland. And under this program, the United States government worked with Afghan nationals to fight Al-Qaeda. Now, if you're not familiar with Al-Qaeda, it's an organization that if you work your way high up enough, you can be invited to the White House. And shoot hoops after. You know, like, ooh, that was a 3, pretty good, man. I learned that in ISIS. Talking about Jelani, don't worry about it. The suspect was part of a specific group called the Zero Unit, which is like 50 Cent's G Unit, but less self-esteem. And it was basically like a death squad. It was like a cluster of operations. They were there to kill people on behalf of the CIA. They saw a lot of horrible shit. Things that we will probably never know because it'll never be fully declassified. The suspect was recruited by the CIA at 15 years old. And I can tell you, independent of race, it is never a good idea to hire a 15-year-old, okay? Like, wait till 16 at least. Nothing ever good comes from hiring a 15-year-old. Just ask Jeffrey Epstein, who also had ties to the CIA. Release the files, man. I'm just saying, there's a lot of factors going into this story. Now, the suspect was allowed to come to the United States in 2021 under Joe Biden, because obviously he wasn't paying attention. But he was granted asylum under Trump, because as we know, Trump loves the Habibis. There's a lot of things weird about this story. They say that the suspect drove to D.C. from Washington State. Yes, it's like the CIA made up a lie but didn't check the work. They're like, oh, there's 2 Washingtons? We should have thought about that before asking ChatGPT. They claimed that he drove all the way from Washington State to Washington, D.C., used a revolver, and allegedly, as he did the shooting, he shouted, Allahu Akbar. Which, for those of you not familiar, that's Arabic for Happy Thanksgiving. Just try to do my best to inform here. That's all. That's literally all I'm doing. So anytime there's an attack on American soil or American troops, you literally have to fact check everything. It's like a game of true or false flag. Mind you, the National Guard should not even have been in D.C. The reason why the National Guard was in D.C. at this time is because Elon has a friend named Big Balls who got jumped one night outside of his car in D.C. by guess who? Some 15-year-olds. Yes, were they also recruited by the CIA? Was it the CIA youth jumping program? And so this is a real story, but I feel like some of you look at me like, what is he even talking? Elon has a friend named Big Balls who worked for Doge. And Big Balls got jumped by a bunch of teenagers, so how big can they be? And this all happened in August in D.C. So then Trump, AKA Small Balls, was like, call the National Guard! Big Balls under attack! And so they summoned the National Guard. And you have personal accounts of a lot of people who work for the National Guard saying, like, I don't know why we're here. That was what a lot of people have been saying. Very tragically, 2 individuals who work for the National Guard were shot. One has survived, one has passed away. And when Trump was asked if he's going to attend her funeral in West Virginia, he gave a very presidential response. He said, I won West Virginia by a landslide. Like, that's probably not the best response. It's just so sad. Not only just 2 people died here, but people who were called for no reason to be there. The woman who was killed, her name is Sarah Beckstrom. And the reason I know this is because I Googled her name to look up who she was. I wanted to know who was this person whose life was taken by this incident. And while I was Googling her, I then noticed, very strangely, her name also happened to be searched 2 days before she was murdered. Her name was searched on Google 25 times in a specific country. Can anybody guess what country it is? No, it's Honduras, guys. What are you talking about? I'm kidding, it's Israel. Are you guys psychic? Yeah, I should have said, hint, it's an ethno-state. Sarah Beckstrom's name was searched in Israel 2 days before she was shot. 25 times. You use Google Trends. You can use it to see when something was searched on Google, and you can even see where it was searched. And so naturally, people were like, let's see if this is searched in Israel. It's sad that we have to get to that point nowadays. But if you look up Sarah Beckstrom, you see that she was widely searched the day after she was shot, because obviously she was a national headline, but then she was also searched 25 times 2 days before she was shot, and that was it. That was it. Now, when somebody is searched, after the shot, it totally makes sense. If somebody searched before they're shot, either they have an X in that country, or perhaps that country may have something to do with the murder. And I'm not making fun of this tragedy. I think it's horrific. This woman was 20 years old. 20 years old. And I know that's way too young. And also atypically old for an Israel victim, but this is just too weird that you see her name searched 2 days before. And it would be one thing if this was just an isolated incident. I don't know if you're familiar with Charlie Kirk. A bunch of people involved in the whole Charlie Kirk scandal were searched prior to Charlie's murder. For instance, Tyler Robinson was searched many times in Israel a few months before he became the shooter. The doctors at the hospital who were essentially said to have treated Charlie Kirk were searched a number of times, a few months before the shooting in Israel. And there's so many examples, you can look them up. Just basically bookmark Google Trends and regularly check to see if your name is searched in Israel. And if you see your name searched in Israel, run, dude, just run. The suspect, his name was searched in the United States and a few other countries that exact same day, a couple hours before the shooting. So somebody knows something, is what I'm saying. And, you know, I'm open to buying the narrative that this was just a guy who suffered a lot of mental health issues after everything he did in Afghanistan and coming here, and mental illness and mental health. I'm totally willing to accept all of that. And this is a horrible thing he did, and it was a tragedy. This woman was shot, and I'm willing to accept that that's the explanation. But I'm inclined to believe, based on the evidence, that something bigger is going on here. But even if it's just that this guy, as Trump said, went cuckoo, we know who's to blame. It's the United States government, dude. The United States government still takes the blame for this. And I'm tired of this. You're getting caught now because we have TikTok, we have Google Trends, okay? You're getting caught too much, okay? And the up thing is they called out the National Guard to protect them in DC, and they completely failed them, and they're getting caught. They're getting caught in a lie because we can use the internet. Yeah, you got caught slipping. Mind I say, you let your guard down. Because we know the CIA works with Mossad all the time. Actually, CIA stands for Can't Israel Assassinate? Yeah, I wrote some jokes, okay? And so now you have Kristi Noem saying this shooter was radicalized. Like, don't bring math into this, first of all. That he was radicalized here in the United States. Are you telling me they were mentally safer in Afghanistan? Like, what the are you saying? The irony here is no matter what happened, the symbolism is there. We are literally sacrificing the people who are defending us, the people who are brave enough to protect us, because we are starting these wars and invading other countries. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's at the point where it's too much, it's in our face, and we need to get the out of every country that we have any involvement in. We need to get the out, and it needs to start today. It needs to start today. What's that? Oh, we're in Venezuela? Oh. Mom, hand me the Sharpie! We're basically going to war in Venezuela now. There's a lot of theories on why, but it's the oil. It's like we invaded the Middle East for oil, we're invading Venezuela now for oil. It's like, why do you guys like oil so much? What are you, P. Diddy? Yes, please, tell. Oh, you want to come up here? Operation Allies Welcome. Operation. Can we have a quick vetting process, though? A quick vetting process? Okay, good, fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for coming to the show. Sir, please state your name for the audience. We're good.
Okay. Mir Sahibi from Afghanistan. I was in medical college when the U.S. came to Afghanistan. The title was to fight against terrorism. I was young, energetic, and I started working with the U.S. So I finished my medical college. They gave me a special immigration visa. I come to the U.S. When I found out that I have to do everything all over again, I went back. It was 2016. So one of the guys that I was working with in military, he looked at me, he's like, Mir, what you doing here? We heard you went to US. I said, yeah, I went. I found out that I have to do everything all over again. I came back. He's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm like, why? He's like, one day we will be leaving, and we will be leaving everything for Taliban. You and your family will be struggling and will have no way to leave, and they will kill you because of working with us. So anyhow, I find my way to start finding a job, working in plastic surgery, general orthopedic, spine. One of our great spine surgeons sitting there. So anyhow, so I started support Palestine. So they asked me that, Mir, you work with Americans and now you support Palestine. And my logic was, I said, yeah, when you guys come to Afghanistan, the title was very interesting, Fight Against Terrorism. So I joined and I work with you guys. I saw it was the right thing, I did, and I'm here. Now I see it's a genocide going on and that's wrong, and I am with Palestine. And I stand. A couple weeks ago when Mandani won the election, he went to the White House, and very greeting from the President Trump. I'm sorry, I voted for President Trump.
Hold on a second. Wait, 2016 or 2020 or both?
No, this last time. So I thought.
He's like 2028, only 2028.
I said, if I was him, and I was rich, and I don't need anything. I just want my name in the history. I will bring peace everywhere, and I will do my best to finish the wars. So long story short, so a couple days ago, I heard, I'm sorry for what I did. I voted for him. So anyhow, so yeah, I was wrong. So then, couple days ago, when this happened, I just saw, I wake up in the morning to go to the hospital for healthcare worker. It doesn't matter if you are a Jewish, Christian, atheist, black, white, whatever nationality, race, when you go to the hospital, you want to give the best service for your patient. You want to do the best. So I go there, and everybody is asking me, Mir, what about this shooting? What you and your family will do? We are very deeply concerned, and our prayers are with the family of victims. Yes. I have a message for President Trump. I have a message. Do not insult Afghans. Do not insult Afghans. Right now, you're begging Putin to make a peace deal. He's not accepting your deal. Do you remember in the 80s when Afghan was fighting against Russian? The only fight you won was the one Afghan fought against Russia. The only fight. So,
all right, I think that's where I will. All right, guys, just 15 more minutes.
just 1 minute.
One more. Closing argument.
Yes. I said I was working in healthcare. When I come to US, I start working in healthcare. The guy who did this attack, he was working for 10 years for CIA. The question is answered, so I'm not talking more. We have suffered this for 45 years. Nothing to do but just being involved in a proxy wars that we didn't want. We never want. Before 1980, Afghanistan was a pretty country. From all over the world, people were going as a tourist. But now, you just want to use my country name as a business for the political issue? No.
Wow. The irony talking about U.S.-Afghanistan relations, that was quite an arms deal. I love you, Dallas, and I'll be back next year. And until then, keep fighting the good fight. You guys are all fantastic people. I love you. Thank you. Is there anything I didn't talk about tonight you'd like for me to talk about?
Weed. Prime numbers.
Weed and prime numbers. Let's go, dude. Two of my favorite things, man. So, first of all, we're in Oklahoma. You guys have good weed here? I'm like, nobody would ever guess that. Honestly, you go to Texas, it's illegal, right? You go to Kansas, it's illegal in Kansas, right? Okay, whatever. Go to Kansas, it's illegal, but then you come to Oklahoma, you just get cooked, dude. It's listen, I know a lot of people, that's haram, whatever. No, I've been smoking weed for as long as I can remember, which is not that long because it affects the memory, but I get a lot of people don't like it. But I never hear great reasons on why people don't smoke weed. It's like people can't take accountability for stuff. Like, how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me depressed? Like, that's not the weed, that's you. You know what I mean? Like, you were already depressed and the weed made you aware that you're depressed and you don't like being aware of things. Or how come every time I smoke weed, it makes me lazy? Because you smoked an indica and went to the gym, you moron. Indica couch, okay? Sativa is the one you smoke at your job, all right? They have a saying for that. Smoke sativa, you will achieve it. And they know hybrids are chill, Or, every time I smoke weed, it makes me stupid. Like, that's not the weed. Respectfully, it's not the weed, And you're not using it the right way. Like, try getting high and reading a book. Okay? Yeah, I know you're like, why would I waste a high on a book? Like, no, that'll be the hardest book you ever read, okay? If you can read a book high, you can climb Everest. I'm telling you, you can do a lot of things. Put your mind to it. But yeah, actually, I have an interesting backstory because I studied applied math in college. That's why I do stand-up. And I got a 4.20 GPA, actually, believe it or not. And 420, yeah, man, yeah. And believe it or not, I was like ahead of my class in college, and I was one of the only kids who smoked weed. I would like to argue that it helped me with geometry because there's a lot of spatial. And listen, I'll tell you a story. This was not even intentional, okay? In college, I had this professor, this Ukrainian professor. He was just so intense. Like, he would get pissed at us for like not learning. He's like, "You dumb Americans!" He would always say that. "You dumb Americans! You do not know, back where I'm from, we do math, you die in the street." Like, whoa, it was like very real. And one day he came in and he wrote this crazy problem on the board. I was like, oh yeah, this is my chance to be Good Will Hunting, right? And he's like, if you solve this, you don't have to take the final. I had quit smoking weed. I had smoked weed previously and I had quit. I was like, I'm done smoking weed, I'm going the sober route. I'm do it the normal way, whatever. And I was like, I'm done with weed, no weed. And that happened. I quit like 2 weeks prior to this. And then I look at that problem and I'm like, oh, this is like very stressful, whatever. And I go to the library and I'm like trying to dig into this problem. It's like this crazy thing with like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? Just like a crazy problem. And then I'm like, I give up. I just gave up. I went home defeated and I was like so tired and hungry from the day, and I saw that my roommate had made brownies, and so I was like, okay, cool, I'll have a brownie, and there was enough so I could take some and he wouldn't notice. So I took 5, and after about 10 minutes, I was like, oh, because my roommate came home and he had bloodshot eyes. He's like, do you have brownies? I was like, oh, Because for a moment I was like, why am I having so much fun? You know what I mean? I don't remember the rest of the night. Like I have visions of like triangles and squares and like Pythagoras, like, what's up? But I kid you not, I somehow woke up the next morning with a finished paper. Because math to me was just like so natural. So I don't know what I did, but I turned it in the next morning. I brought it to the professor, and he was like looking at it, and he would always go over people's answers in front of everybody, so it was like public shame. So he was like, okay, Chelsea, wrong. Thomas, wrong. And then he was like, Sammy. Holy shit. He got it right. And then all the kids were like, how did you do that? And I was like, I don't recommend weed for everybody. It's just not for everybody, but somehow it worked for me. But I love prime numbers.
Your THC level needs to be a prime number.
It needs my THC. I only do THC in primes, yeah. Whenever I pick up a weed and like the CBD level is like, 2.6, I'm like, no. I'm actually that's actually my next goal is prime numbers are, you guys know what prime numbers are? They're numbers not divisible by anything else except themselves in one, right? And there's this giant problem in mathematics they're trying to solve is like, how can you determine when the next prime number comes? Because there's no actual predictive model for it, but there's a theory that there is such a function that determines it. It's called the zeta function. And there's like mathematicians are out there just like scrambling to do it. Now, if your Oklahoma weed is good enough, I might be able to solve it here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. To go along your list of many historical achievements. Let's not mention them. But, what else? Women? I said, give me something that I know a lot about.
Cats.
Women and cats? And what? Women, cats, and organic. This is actually, I think this is, no, it's not. Organic is a pronunciation that I decided. Because I like to eat organic, but I don't like telling people that, because when you tell people you eat organic, they think that you think you're better than them, which I do, but I don't want people to think that I think that. So I smoothed it out. I give it like an ethnic pronunciation. I say organic. It just smooths it out, and it's a lot more fun, Try it, like go into a grocery store, like be like, are these avocados organic? They'll be like, I think you mean organic. You say, no, organic. They're like, okay, whatever, customer's always right. You could even go further, so they have no cholesterol. Just make up your own words. And I released a whole special called Organic, so you can actually find it on YouTube. It's there for free. Now let's talk about women. Women. What about them?
They're like cats.
The women like cats?
They are like
cats. I've heard both theories. Women are like cats, men are like dogs, and then vice versa. Men are like cats, women are like dogs. I think we're all like mouses, to be honest. Like, just fucking scared little creatures. But yeah, women are cool. Women are cool. I know a few. I used to be inside of one like the whole time. I was like, not like that, you fucking assholes, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was, part of me was inside of a woman, like, for a long time, like, for 9 months. Like, when I came out, like, I was 100%, I had lived my life inside of a woman for 100% of the time. I was a expert on women. For 9 months, basically was a woman. I basically was a woman. Yeah. Y'all can claim, like, don't claim our identity. Like, no, motherfucker, I was in a woman's body for 9 months. I was a fucking woman, dude. And there was a point where I was just, the chromosome, what is it, like the first, is it a couple weeks, we're all women or something like that. And then if a male starts to develop male parts. So like for sure in those first whatever weeks, I was like full-blown woman, okay? So as a woman, why are these ladies so crazy? Come on! And I love cats too. I love cats. I was never inside of one, though. I was never inside of a cat. No. Cat people make some noise. Dog people make some noise. We see who's winning. Cat people, if there's a fight, we're f***ed. Yeah, we could use our paws. What do we got? Dog people are aggressive. Dog people are fearless too because you have backup, your dog. Who do we got? Someone who just gives a fuck when we feed them and that's it? If there's a war going on, y'all can bring your dogs. We cannot bring our pet. We will lose the battle. What else?
Kanye and Taylor.
Oh, there's a lot of things. Wait, what was the back one of them?
Comedy skills you learned as a teacher.
Oh, comedy skills. I like that. And then what was over here?
I said Kanye and Taylor.
Kanye and Taylor. Oh, that old story. And then so there was something over here. Assad. Okay, great. What a combination. Well, as a teacher, I learned to deal with difficult subjects. So hopefully, I should be able to take this on. I'm trying to think of Assad's just like Kanye. You still listen to his stuff sometimes, but shut up. No, how do you not know I have Assad's first mixtape, dude? You know, no. Don't hate on Assad. Don't be an Assad basher. I don't like Assad. He's done. He's cooked. Carne asada, brother. He's done. He's done. He fled to Russia. That's how bad it is, dude. When your last safe space is Russia, that's how you know you've burnt some bridges. But I'll tell you who's not done. Taylor Swift and Kanye West. They're still out there. I'm not a Swiftie. I mean, I never was a Swiftie anyways, but I don't like that she didn't use her platform for Gaza. Like, I feel like she could have done the most basic, like Weeknd donated money, like SZA gave shout outs at her concert, like just the most basic and we will appreciate it, but she didn't even do that. And, Kanye West, I'm glad that he stayed silent because I don't think that would have done it. So it's like, we need some people to talk and we need some people to not talk. But yeah, I remember the time that Kanye West grabbed the mic from Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
What year was that? 2009. It seems like it was. Yes, we're old, huh? We're some old out here. That's crazy, yeah. And that was his second mic grab too. That guy was just grabbing. He grabbed the mic from Mike Myers to say George Bush doesn't care about black people. And then that one went well, and he's like, I'm gonna do it again. And then he grabbed it. And now people, like, whenever they're around Kanye, they just hold the mic like this. Just like, if I ever did a show and he's nearby, I'd just be like. What else? Anything else?
Do you know about the Tulsa Kaiser situation?
Tulsa Kaiser.
So we have a billionaire who funds a lot of what goes on in Tulsa as far as our recreational activities, but also helping to develop kind of like where Sims came.
Okay.
And what's really interesting about it, because I come from the native perspective of
Yeah.
things, is that he has a program called Tulsa Remote where they pay for people to come in from all over the country and they give them $10,000 towards.
Wait a second. You're saying he's flying people into Tulsa for $10,000? Did you know about what?
Nobody has realized the settlement program. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't know. I guess I worked out a different deal with the club, but.
Daddy Kaiser!
What's his name?
Daddy Kaiser.
George Kaiser.
Daddy Kaiser. Ooh, Daddy. Do you like him?
Oh God, no.
Okay.
I'm native.
But you called him Daddy. Oh, you're native. Okay. So he's a billionaire. He's developing, playing us like we're the Sims game. You see, he's flying people out for $10,000.
No, they're not flying people out. They're having them.
Oh, they don't pay for the flight.
To a program where they can relocate here and.
Oh, so you can live here. You can live here, and you can. Oh, you didn't tell me you got to live here. No, I'm good. So I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it would take a lot more. But That's cool. And then so he's really, you know, to kind of build.
Served in the IDF.
Yeah.
His son served in the IDF.
So we're essentially being settled as Tulsa citizens
Oh,
because
you're
a
being-
lot of our property value has gone up as a result
Oh,
of people moving in from California and other.
Well, don't on California. I mean, that's not that bad of a state. But he's basically, I'm guessing he's like looking for people in like certain professions to kind of like add entrepreneurs and to make you guys like the next Silicon Valley
Fancy folk.
the fancy folk, globalists. We don't like them. I get that. That's up. That's up. He's settling the land of Tulsa.
Don't settle for less.
Don't settle for less. Is that the motto of the Tulsa? It's, don't settle. Don't settle for more. That's the city motto. Don't settle for more, Tulsa. Don't settle for more settlers. Don't settle for more. So Daddy Kaiser, okay, he is I'm assuming the richest person in Tulsa. Does he live in Tulsa? Lives in Tulsa.
The other foundation, Schusterman are pretty big, and they're pretty into supporting the apartheid regime as well.
Oh, okay. So there's two sides of the same apartheid. So another billionaire?
Yep.
Dude. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like, you know, you would think there's not a lot of billionaires in this world, so like, you guys shouldn't even have one. Yeah. No offense. No offense, but it's like, you know, how many billionaires are there? You've already mentioned 2 in Tulsa. Like that's a lot. And there's more too. Oil? Well, you guys got oil.
Yeah. Have you not heard about those?
Oh, you got that oil. Well, let me call up my friends in ISIS. Let's stage a little coup. Tulsa, maybe I will move here for that. I'll take that. Take that 10,000, invest in the oil market. Make a little something.
Gotta marry a
But
native.
I just got to marry native. Oh, if I marry native, I'm what?
You have to get the head rights.
You're gonna hook you up.
Oh, if I marry. Hold on. There's a movie. Oh shit, I didn't watch. What's the movie?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Taylors of the Flower Moon. Oh, Taylor Swift. Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes.
Killers. Ooh.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio was in it? Why did I miss that one? You sure it wasn't called Titanic? You sure it wasn't The Revenant? So Leo was in a movie where he married a native?
A native woman, yes.
And then he got what?
He poisoned the entire family
He
to get
poisoned.
the head rights.
Oh, to get the head rights. He poisoned the family. Oh, based on a real story. Based on a true story. God, Leo, yeah, see, Leo always has to play like the worst people. A brave actor that is. In that movie, he married a girl, right? She was over 25 or
Don't ask, don't tell.
Cool, well, I'll look into it. All right, let's take one last suggestion.
Tulsa got our first black mayor last Monday.
Tulsa got its first black mayor last Monday. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Wow. Took you that long, huh? Wow. Jeez. You have the first black stock market, or the only black stock, the only Black Wall Street, the only Black Wall Street, and then 100 years later, you get a black mayor. Wow, thanks, Leo DiCaprio. Well, how's the mayor? Do you like them? Okay, yeah, good. How's their relationship with the billionaire families? Could be a little better. It's tumultuous. They're
They're a better relationship with the tribes.
better relationship with the tribes than with the billionaires. Let's f***ing go, dude. Look at you. Look at you, Tulsa. Look at you going on principle over money. I like it. Did she move out here too? Got to 10,000 too, or what? The mayor? Did they move out here? Did they get 10,000? He's local.
No, he's from Houston.
He's from Houston, so he got $10,000. But he went from oil to oil. You know what I mean? From oil to oil. Okay. Well, yeah. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. What's that? You're welcome. I'm gonna wish you guys all the luck. All the luck in the world. You need luck in Tulsa. You need luck in Tulsa, because don't you guys have like tornadoes? You need luck in Tulsa. You know? Don't settle for more. What's that?
Block in Chicago is probably more deadly, right?
The what in Chicago?
Block in Chicago. Chicago's more deadly than Tulsa, right?
Oh, like in terms of like gun violence?
Helicat.
Tornado violence.
Oh, tornado violence. Chicago has worse tornadoes? So you guys... Tornado violence is the thing. I like it. I like it. Tornado violence has gone down 30%. Tornado homicides. One of my friends took his life by tornado, actually. It's very sad. It's very sad. Plot twister. All right, all right, all right.
You have a shorty prime minister named Ulf? We have an alternative for Sweden. We'll show you what the alternative is. You're kings in Spain. Who gives a f? Yeah, I hope you're having a good time so far. I hope it was worth the 10-hour wait outside. And, I don't know what happened. That wasn't my fault. Usually those things are my fault. This one wasn't. So I'm feeling. Yeah. We got a duck here. Hell yeah. This is my second time here in Stockholm. It's a lot darker this time. It gets dark here at what, like 3, 4. It was daytime at 3, then it was nighttime at 4. I was like, something happened abruptly. Did I go into a coma or something? But yeah, it's nice. It gets worse. Okay, fantastic. Is that your guys' slogan for the city? It's, welcome to Stockholm. It gets worse. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, why not, right? Who came to my show last year, just so I know? Anybody? Review? Oh, amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Four people. Look at that. 4 repeat customers. Was that? Some credit? Yeah, you want some credits? Not just single credit. He's like, I want some credits. I want multiple credits. Yes, of course, you get all the credit in the world. You're back. We gave you the best seat in the house, actually. It's not front row, because front row, of course, I make fun of the person in the front row. So you're screwed. I'm sorry, but you're safe, sir. Yeah. Well, for the new people, nice to meet you. My name is Zoran Mamdani. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm the new mayor of New York City, and I'm here in Stockholm to make you guys the 6th borough of New York City. I'm really trying to push for that, and I want to be your mayor. Okay. It's been wild back home with all the Zoran stuff, and you know, it's very exciting to see someone like that. It's nice to know I could be mistaken for the mayor of New York City. You know, I just think that's really cool, and just watching the people be scared of it is a lot of fun too. You know, there's people like, oh my God, Zoran's gonna bring Sharia law. You know, and it's like, how do you respond to that other than Inshallah? You know, I mean, like there's no proper response, but like they're sinking real low with the you know, the like Islamophobia, and people are saying it's like we have a Middle Eastern mayor. He's like, he's not even Middle Eastern. He's African and Indian. He's the two kinds of elephants, actually. He's basically a Republican at that point, you know what I mean? But yeah, I like Zoran. I mean, I don't have high expectations for him just because he's a politician. You know what I mean? You have to sell your soul a little bit to be a politician. So I'm not expecting much. I'm just enjoying the moment. You know what I mean? Oh, Andrew Cuomo. It was fun watching his what do you call it? Consolation speech. He was like he went out in front of like a group of like his 4 supporters, and he's like, Zoran Mamdani. He can't even say his name right. He's like, Mamdani, salami, eggplant parmigiani, and the crowd was like, boo. And he's like, no, we don't do that. It's like, that's what you've been doing the last 6 months. You're like, it really sucks that I'm missing it, but you know, there's nowhere else I'd rather be in the world than Stockholm. You know, and I might be the first person who ever said that out loud. Actually, I think that's a record, guys. I think that's a record. Listen, it looks like it's that time of the night where I should talk to the crowd more. So I always like to have a portion of my show where I ask the crowd, is there anything that I haven't talked about tonight that you'd like for me to talk about?
Our government sucks.
I believe that's not a question. Now, you know, I'm only here for so long. I can learn a little bit. What are they doing wrong aside from everything?
Yeah, there's one politician, Ava Bush.
Something Bush? Something Bush? Did I hear that correctly? The Bush dynasty is still alive. It's a different Bush. Unrelated. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, they just did that in Portugal. I was in Portugal. Yeah, they have a burqa ban. In fact, they banned burqas and face coverings. But then I asked, I was like, what about ski masks? They said, no, I think you could still wear those. So then I went and I robbed a bank later that night. Legally, fully legally, of course, fully legally. What's their first name? Ebba. That's a great name. Ebba Bush. Ebba Bush. What? Thor? No, not anymore? Oh, she's good. She's divorced. She's divorced, so she's a keeper.
Very pro-Israeli.
She's very pro-Israeli. Why am I not surprised? Is she just a parliament member or what? She's a politician? Vice president? Do you guys have a prime minister? Okay. How long have you been here for? She's the vice president, dude. We have presidents here in Sweden. Everybody. Oh, prime minister. Got it. Okay. Are you new here?
No.
How do I know more than you already?
She's a Christian Zionist.
She's a Christian Zionist, Ebba Bush. Okay, and she's the vice. So who's the main? Oh, the Hobbit. He's from the Shire. What's his name? Is it Tree? Ulf? No, you shut the up. You have a shorty prime minister named Ulf. Is that first name or last name? Ulf. Okay, what's the last name? Kristensson. Ulf. That's like the sound I make after I see one of his speeches on. Oof. Oof, that was rough. President Ulf and Vice President Bush. What a fucking dynamic duo. You guys have kind of the typical parliamentary system where it's like you don't vote directly for these people. They have coalitions and basically all sorts of ways to make it so you don't get to pick who your leader is, right? Freaking clever.
They got in power last time by affiliating with the racist party.
Oh, the racist party? Is that the official name?
We're the racist party, and half the country's like, sold. Say less. Just say racist. You don't even have to say it's a party. We're not going to come. We're just going to...
They're called the Sweden Democrats. So the Democrats... Neo-Nazi. And are they the majority party?
They actually reached out to be the second biggest party.
So the second biggest party.
Hopefully they're going to get pushed down.
So they're the second biggest party, but the prime minister is from them or no?
No,
the prime minister is from the other party.
From the traditional right.
What's the traditional? Oh, traditional right.
They were bigger at the time of the election.
Sweden Democrats are actually further right than the traditional right. Okay. And so they're the neo-Nazi party. Do you have any parties further right than that? You probably do, don't you? You're like, yes, that's actually just where it starts. We have the traditional right. That's the furthest left we go. And then we have the neo-Nazis. They're a little more conservative. I don't even want to know what comes after that, to be honest. What's that? AFS?
Alternative for Sweden.
After what? Alternative for Sweden. What's the alternative? Is it it's like butter, but like not? It's like I can't believe it's not a party. Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That's such a threat right there. That party's name is "We Have an Alternative for Sweden." Like, what is it? No, you'll find out. Just put us into power. We'll show you what the alternative is. So they're further right of the neo-Nazi party. Wow, that's I don't even want to know. Okay. And then is there anyone further right of them?
We have a 4% limit until you can reach to be a party.
To be a party, you have to have 4% of the popular vote to be a party. And so how many parties do you have? 8. That's too many already. That's way too many. Okay, well, good luck with all that I'm going to start my own party here. SAFs. It's going to be SAFs. Second alternative for Sweden. They had an alternative. We have an alternative to that. Or alternative for Sweden. ATFs, yeah. Or like a program where you can choose your alternatives. Alternative Swedish selection, that's ass. So you got an election next year, so you guys have a lot of studying to do. Make sure you vote for the right president, right? What? You what? You'd prefer... Oh, because you guys have a king, too.
So I would prefer.
Let me guess. I'm not supposed to talk about them. We're right next to the Royal Palace, right? There's literally only 2 guards in front. So, I mean... A lot of budget cuts to security for your king here. He's not even here. So they're just guarding an empty fortress. Good to know. Why is he in Spain so much? Is he seeing someone there? Because it's cold here. Oh wow. So even the king's like, nah, this place. During winter. Every winter your king goes to Spain or just spends a lot of time in Spain? What a great model. He's like, yeah, I'm royal here. I've been generationally the highest monarch here, but yeah, this place. I'm gonna go to Spain, or as I call it, the alternative for Sweden. I can't argue with that. We were just in Spain. It was pretty nice, to be honest. We were on the one flight that flew from Spain to Scandinavia. Everybody's like, where are you guys? Why? And we're like, we're doing a reverse king situation. Okay, what else? What else you guys talking about? Venezuela, yeah. So Trump wants to go full-scale war with Venezuela. They're trying to basically claim that Venezuela is a threat to the United States because they're bringing in all these drugs, which is not even true. Venezuela is not bringing drugs into the United States. It's actually Mexico. But and so he's now bombing boats and basically making direct threats because they want Maduro out, because Maduro does not support their imperial interests, and so they want this opposition leader who they've conveniently given the Nobel Peace Prize to. So you guys are complicit. And okay, fine. I know, fine, but you guys are close enough, okay? Sorry, you guys are all related, okay? Your king's in Spain. Who gives a okay? So they gave the Nobel Peace Prize to this opposition leader. They're trying to take out Maduro. Basically just another, false flag kind of make a war situation. I don't know why anybody does that nowadays. I thought we were done with that when Dick Cheney died this week, Right? I mean, right? Like, isn't that a sign? Just be like, that era's over. But no, I mean, he's an unstable guy. He's turning oranger, I don't know if you know, he's getting oranger, dude. He looks like fucking Dayquil. He looks like a carrot. And he's bruised up, dude. He's got bruises on his hands. You've seen those? And he met with Netanyahu recently. They're on his knees now, too. So he's got bruises. He's got bruises. He's orange. He's a weak leader. I call him beta carotene. But yeah, I hope we don't, quote unquote, go to war with Venezuela. Our main fighting class right now is Gen Z, and they're not very equipped for a war. They're just like streaming the whole thing on TikTok, being like, oh my god, say less, no cap. I just killed someone, dead ass. What's that? Oh, it's 6 7. I still don't even know what the that is. Nobody does. 6 7. Can anybody really quickly explain what that reference is?
67.
Somebody knows. Somebody here knows. It's a rap song, right? And they just say 6 7. No, you say no. We have a Gen Z here. Sorry, yes. I'm sorry, but clearly looks the youngest out of all of you here. So, how old are you? 15. Okay, you might even not be Gen Z, actually. You're Gen Alpha. You're Gen Alpha. No?
No, it's to 2012.
It's 2012. Just barely. Just barely. When were you born? So you were born in 2010. So 2012 is where Gen Alpha starts? Oh, well,
2013 it will be, because it's 1997 to 2012.
Interesting. Okay, I think they changed that because my niece she's 2010. She's like you. We've been calling her Gen Alpha. But we've been pushing her back, I guess. Because that's what it goes Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and then Gen Bezos is the next one. That's going to be the same day shipping babies. So what is the reference, the 6 7 reference to?
So there's this kid that's like, there is the song, and then the kid's just like, 6 7.
6 7. The kid is the one who sings the song, or the kid?
No, he's referencing the song, and then there's...
He was doing a video, so a random kid somewhere? Who's this kid? Okay, so the kid's at a school basketball game. Somebody's recording this, obviously. And the kid's going 6'7".
Yeah, and he's like the average kid who likes the song.
He's the average kid who likes the song, which means he's a great guy. So the kid actually liked the song. And so he's going 6'7", and this video went viral. And so now we're making fun of the kid. He doesn't have like autism or anything, does he? That's because that would make this like really f***ed up. No, we just want to make sure. Okay. What? You don't know.
Can you restate it? Because the 16-year-old, she resists. She doesn't tell me what is acceptable.
I'm so glad that I'm learning about this because, people always think that I know. I don't know most things. Like I know a lot about Palestine because my family, basically has been living under occupation since 6'7". Obviously, it's 48. So, but it depends on where you start the clock, I guess. I hope that when I come back, you guys are still Sweden, and not some alternative to that, because inshallah, what's that? I learned new stuff about Bush, a part of the Bush family that I didn't know, and so really I found out you guys are a lot like us Americans. I was waiting for that. Well, too late. We're already on our way here to make you guys the 52nd state. And as mayor of New York City, I can proudly say there is no alternative for Sweden. Thank you guys so much. I love you. I'll see you next year. Thank you.
Don't give a pass about number time. All right, don't give a shit about piss for the time.
What else? Anything else? Football. All right. Well, I'm the least qualified guy to talk about that. Not really. Now, I know football is like everything down here in the South, right? So maybe you can teach me a little bit about football culture here in Alabama. So, what's the favorite team?
Auburn. No, you'll get one question when you move to Alabama.
Okay.
And they're going to say...
What team do you root for?
Yeah.
No,
There's only two.
No,
Who do you root
it's
for?
not a
There's
team.
only two teams.
It's a vague question.
Yeah.
It's a vague question. I moved here in 2012, and everybody said, "Who are you for?"
Who are you for? Yeah.
And
You're
I was
like Trump.
I mean, you're in the South. That's a valid answer.
Right.
They're like, "Are you for Auburn? For Alabama?" I was like, "Neither."
And then you got deported to Mississippi.
The state of Alabama is still valid. They can, a law, they can hang you.
They can hang you if you
And I'm
do
like,
what?
I'm like, neither, and I thought I was going to get lynched.
No
Yeah. I thought I was going to get lynched because I don't like Alabama or Auburn.
Don't say that out loud, sir. She's got a gun. I don't want anybody. I don't want any fights. Sir, you're saying some risky shit.
She works at Jack's. I agree with that.
You work? Where do you work?
I work at Jack's, but I go to college.
How'd you guys? What? How did you? Oh, because you talked about it. Okay, thank God. All right, I was like, it's like you guys all cousins. What's going on, dude? Okay, wow. So they make you choose. Basically, so you get here, you got to pick Alabama or Auburn.
You got an elephant or you got a tiger?
So which one's the tiger?
Auburn.
Auburn is the tiger.
And elephant's Alabama.
Elephant's Alabama.
So you get to pick the mascot.
Or eagle. Or what's the eagle?
They both have two mascots.
Oh, they have two mascots: an eagle and a tiger.
Auburn is an eagle. They were eagles, so they have an eagle and a tiger.
Yeah.
And then Alabama is Roll Tide. And then we have an elephant.
No.
Don't forget about Thundering Herd, because there's elephants involved in this.
Oh my God, the plot gets thicker.
Alabama wins more if you want to go for winning.
Alabama wins more. Has this been statistically proven? Okay, so provided that Alabama wins more, who here still likes Auburn?
War Eagle.
You say War Eagle? Is that what you say? War Eagle.
The mascot is a tiger.
The mascot is a tiger, yet they say eagle. Because you said it used to be a tiger? It's still a tiger. So then, but how can you just get two animals? That's not fair. Because the eagle flies and the tiger's on the ground, so they're just basically dividing up the... Yeah, but you can just choose two animals now? This is a little unfair.
Alabama says Roll Tide, but their mascot is an elephant.
Elephant, yeah, where did that come from? That's some Indian.
Auburn still rolls trees.
It still rolls trees.
When you win a game, you roll the trees.
Marijuana? I mean, yeah, that's what you do after every game. I thought that's... Yeah, roll trees.
And throw it into the trees.
They tell the
They take toilet paper and throw it in the trees. Well, nature loves you guys out here, doesn't it? Just you roll your own trees at your house. At the field. So Roll Tide this whole time has to do with toilet paper? Is that what I'm gathering the whole time?
Exactly.
Oh, so Auburn does this.
Yeah.
The irony. Alabama has lawyers who do PR for them or something, or
No, the lawyers are what go to school there.
But they like eagles and elephants and toilet paper and.
So Alabama's it's a law-oriented school.
It's a very uppity up.
Uppity up. And then what's Auburn represent? Family tradition, agriculture. Okay, I like that. Kind of like the underdog, engineers.
Alright, so what do you think?
As if I have enough information. I know that Alabama wins more, but you just told me they're a little uppity and they're lawyers. But I also know that most of the room supports them, so I don't want to die after this because only 3 people said Auburn when I asked. But I don't want to say neither because apparently they'll hang you.
You basically can't watch soccer in Alabama.
You can't watch soccer. It's illegal. It's illegal? You watch soccer? Don't say it out loud, please.
Maybe the British guy too.
Maybe the British guy, yeah. Yeah, with your football that you play with your foot. Okay, so when is the next game? So there was a game yesterday, and there's another one next Saturday, and both teams. Did they ever play each other?
Today, LSU and Alabama played each other today.
And it happens once a season, and it's called. Do you guys have a name for that game? The Iron Bowl. The Iron Bowl. It's called the Iron Bowl, dumbass. Okay. This is how it's gonna work. Whoever wins that one will be my choice. And next time I come back to Bama, I will have the full-on jersey of whoever wins. It only takes a second? That's what my girlfriend says. I don't know. Now, just so I understand, Roll Tide. What? Roll Tide. Why? This is what we say. Nobody knows where it came from?
The red tide.
The Red Tide, which was from communism? Nice guess. Who would have thought? Alabama, some commie bastards out here.
The sound comes from the early 50s Alabama team that when the stadium got so loud, it sounded like the ocean.
Ah, okay.
So the Iron Bowl isn't exactly a bowl game. It's just something that only Alabama does in Alabama, and
But it doesn't count. It doesn't count towards the league.
It's not like the Rose Bowl and other bowls. Like
Right.
It's something only in Alabama.
Does anybody ever get shot at those?
Every year.
Every other year. Nice. I will take into consideration if anybody gets shot this year and which team they were on. Whoever the casualty is, I'll go for the other team. Hey, I go for the winners, guys. I go for the winners. And then, so earlier in the show, when you said something, and then they all started saying, "What did you say that made?"
War Eagle.
War Eagle. And then they said Roll Tide, so it became a fight. I see.
Sometimes they say War Chicken to joke on us.
War Chicken. Oh, that's
We
so
also
mean.
have a tiger as a mascot.
But
Also, and
LSU has tigers too, Louisiana.
Eagles and tigers.
Eagles and tigers have never ever met. They've never even, These are two very strange choice animals. Yeah, and also elephants are not indigenous to Alabama, last time I checked. I will say, I love the imagination. You guys think outside of the box. You took college football to another level. No other state had the time to do that. You know what I mean? No other state had the spare time on. It's your professional sport. Yeah, no. You have no other sports going on. Nothing. Yeah, well, so you got to do it. You got to do it. Well, Iron Bowl, I'm going to be watching intently this year. And I'll choose my team. I hope you guys come back to see me next time I come to Alabama, and I'll be full on whatever that team is. I'll be dressed up as a eagle with a tiger lower half body. Just full on birds and paws down there. Just draw whiskers on my face, but also a beak. You know what I mean? So, thank you guys so much for coming out. Roll Tide, War Eagle. I love you, Alabama. We'll catch you next time.
Roll Tide. I love Alabama. Roll Tide. Where's Timothy?